Generally, people think insomnia is just something that doesn't let you sleep, and that's all it's going to do. In fact, nothing can be further from the truth. I have tried everything that they usually tell you for insomnia. Medication doesn't work, I find, at all. It actually it gives you mood swings. Sometimes you having slurred speech is also a big factor. People don't understand what you're saying sometimes. You start getting blurred visions. You start talking a little bit faster. I think sometimes problem has been that I used to speak too fast and people wouldn't understand, and I have no clue what they're talking about because my slow talk is their fast talk. Now, in the beginning, actually, I didn't used to acknowledge these things right away. I mean, it took a couple of years for me to get to know that I was suffering with insomnia in a way that it started interfering in my life in many different ways. I tried medication. I don't think the melatonin is a very good one. The 10 mg. It doesn't really help all that much because what the reason why I stopped taking that is because during the day it makes me very sleepy then. So I don't think medication works all that well. Where I've seen my breakthrough was really mainly just from hypnosis. I hate when people think I'm temperamental when I'm not, and actually is not very hard to tell. If you were to look at my face, it would just be the accident that they have to ignore, or the noise level of me putting something down or dropping, like sometimes I'm washing dishes and I drop the dishes, or they fall more often, as in not on the floor but in the sink. So the attention span, I guess, is affected. It's not even like it's very hard to. It would just take time for them to think about it, that that person's not temperamental. But for some reason, they judge you so quickly. They don't have time to sort out anyone. They don't even have time, as in like 3 to 5 seconds, to think extra about things. I find that so frustrating. My first time when I've encountered a huge spike in my insomnia, I guess it was when I had my surgery for the nose, turbinate reduction it's called, because my nose was very small. It was not an adult sized nose, so they had to do that surgery for me to enlarge the hole so I can breathe better. I found it so difficult sitting all night and sleep. So over the course of 10 to 15 days, my sleep was just completely abnormal. Scientifically, if you miss 24 hours of sleep, you can't make up for it for the next six months. Imagine if you do this so many times, what's happening to your body. I've been through periods where whole week I won't be able to get any sleep, and oh my god, my baggy eyes. I used to scare people like I got punched in the eye or something. But thankfully it's not that bad now. I have a couple of ways in which I was able to improve things. And of course, after I've done those, it helped.
As a certified therapist,
if somebody was in a case where they have insomnia, what kind of suggestions can you give them?
What I would suggest to process an anxiety from within. Again, using professional help if the case is a little bit too extreme. Definitely, I would go beyond treating insomnia itself. I would go to the root, right? Why you cannot sleep? Because you cannot relax. Your mind is too active, or your emotional field is too active. So somebody might have a very stressful life. The stress will be coming externally, maybe from their work, or just political situation in their country, or emotional field, or economical field. But they can respond very quietly, and that would not cause any insomnia, stress, and other kinds of disorder. And we can take somebody else, and vice versa, and it's very personal.
But with this particular insomnia that came across my life, I find it did force me to sensitize myself into taking care for myself. So I find because of this issue has directed my focus and energy back onto taking care for myself. Taking care, also includes better sleep, better eating habits, and of course prioritizing what do I need to do in order for me to get back to normal. Top 3 most annoying things I find with insomnia I've had to suffer with is, for one, people would sometimes think I'm drunk when I'm not. I have not taken a single drop of alcohol, not social drinking, not nothing, ever. I don't even drink beer, and I get to be looked at as if I was drunk. Second is people thinking I'm temperamental when I drop things or I bang them to the floor harder, like smash them. Sometimes when I'm putting down dishes, it's because your vision is blurred. I can't see properly, and then I put something harder than it usually is supposed to fall because I can't see the distance anymore properly. I'm so well toned, and I'm talking to them like I'm perfectly all right. I'm not mad at all, but still you get to be looked at as someone temperamental, which is kind of annoying, I find. And the third thing is you just look unintelligent, honestly. You look goofy. I have a weird laugh, and actually my slurred speech turns me into that level where I sound drunk. If I was to not purposely compose my voice, my tone of voice, and try to make it proper, okay, so this is what it would sound like. I don't want to talk today. Oh my gosh, I'm so tired, right? So when I have to talk just to look presentable, or then I have to get something like this. Hi, can I help you today? Sometimes your mind gets extra tired just because you have to please everyone. It sucks the life out of you, honestly, and it makes you even more tired than you already were. Another presentable meeting that we're at that we have to look professional in. So you see, if I was to completely go back to my drunk voice, I mean, it could sound really funny. And between my friends and me, they really have a good laugh about it. None of my friends actually make fun of that, but I find that other people who don't know me, they could be extremely discriminating towards things like that, really. My family sometimes does get temperamental about, being impatient, I guess, when I ask them too many questions. And my brother, whenever I'm up late at night, he's just watching TV with me. So he is a bit supportive. He got me an extremely nice memory foam pillow. So he is really caring. He brought me 2 of those pillows, the memory foam pillows, that are supposed to help you into better sleep. That's what the doctors and the sleep clinics suggest. So he bought me those. But, I still think the best way to help your sleep is with the hypnosis and self-hypnosis, of course. Using self-help tools methods is the best.
Why do you have insomnia?
Oh, because I always have work and I contemplate that. So it's basically my subconscious is not, my subconscious is just not clear about the fact that whether I want to work or whether I want to sleep. Or even if I do sleep in a state like that, I wake up frequently at night.
So sometimes in order to get better sleep, if I'm trying to convince my brother to do the chores, he's so argumentative. He really loves me. But when I try to get some help from him, he gets so annoyed.
So stop trying to convince me.
No, I'm not convincing you. I'm just saying,
That doesn't make any sense.
Okay,
the small I'll help you finish half of it tomorrow on a different topic. So,
I'm annoying, right?
Why do you have to talk about yourself?
You don't know what I look like when I'm sleepy?
I'll work with you tomorrow, okay?
Oh, okay, whatever.
Yeah. My brother, he's very supportive, but at the same time, he can get pretty annoyed. That's just one example, but I mean, it's the same concept that goes with everything else in life. I find that other people too, they get a bit paranoid with people who have insomnia.
Now, giving company in the living room watching shows is one thing, but I think it seriously has to do with your subconscious mind, which you're using only 90% of the time. Scientifically, if we were to put our subconscious mind and clean it up, use it consciously, we would be able to avoid a lot more than just insomnia. Since your subconscious mind is what stores all your habits and patterns subconsciously. Scientifically, it's been proven very helpful in hypnosis to remove your stress that are preventing you from getting sleep.
I think it's not a bad idea for us to start telling kids, especially, if you weren't able to get enough sleep, you could even die. That is not so far from the truth, because first it's going to be diseases, discomforts of many types, that dominoes effect that gives you one thing after another, and then you will eventually hit that migraine that just makes you feel like you're having a heart attack. At the end of the day, that's all I say to myself. If you want to do your work, you need to take care of yourself first, because if you don't take care of yourself, you will not be able to do the work that you like, Sadaf.
And that's the awareness we're trying to bring with this documentary. For Say Radio, I'm Sadaf Khan.